Well, hello YouTubers, young and old, saulysw here, with yet another episode of MITE, playing MITE. This is episode 5, I think, in the world of Constantia. And this, it's a fairly epic thing to show you this. If you've never seen that before, that is the Ender Dragon egg on some end stone. So we have managed to beat the dragon, and I wanted to show you a bit about how we went about that. Some of you may be interested in that process and how hard or easy it was. What I'm going to do is actually I'll just take a... These are both efficiency 4, but let's just pretend you're taking efficiency 1 pick with you. Okay, so we're back in our base. Now, we made some adjustments. We've given ourselves an enchanting room which is fully bookshelved out, even the corners. And you can get up to 100 levels now, which is very different to vanilla. We've got... we moved the portal to here. It's a lot more convenient than across the way. Let's see if I can get rid of this guy. Unfortunately, I think there might be some on the other side. I could get killed doing this. I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 of them on the other side there. Well, let's risk it. There's so much lag involved in this for me that I often get hurt. No, they're not there. Okay, so this is the nether, obviously, and we've half slabbed a lot of this so that we could be in here safely. The half slabbing is the only way that you can ensure that the pigmen don't spawn, and torches don't do it. So yeah, you have to half slab pretty much everything. Or stairs. I think stairs work. And that way is down to the fortress, nether fortress. Although there's a little bit of a way in there from here. And you can come up here and get access and possibly attack pigman and various other things if you want to. But if you go straight on, so there's the portal, you can just sort of see it in the distance that we came through. And Nemec tried a few different ones. There's another one up there. Eventually we found that a portal here gets us to where we want to go. You don't have F3 in MITE. You can't do the precise calculations that you would. Oh, crikey, that was lucky. These guys are not, friendly. So, although I think you get a slight grace period. Oh, is that right? I get a whole ingot? Wow, I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this is our base here, and oh, I need that. Yeah, Nemec's left some of his stuff there. These were the preparation room chests that I showed you in the last video. We've got some... these are our best bows. Punch. Flame, power, punch. That's not bad. Flame, power, punch. What am I using? Power for flame. Is punch better than a power? Flame better than that? That's pretty good, this one. I don't know. Look, I really don't know. Anyway, these are all average quality ones. So down here to the death, and then this is a sort of a dragon painting. There's some new paintings. We made extra chests. These are our immediate access ones, and that's the spawn point we chose. So there's food here with some potions as well. We hardly used any of those. Armor. This was mostly leather. We ended up not using any of this iron particularly. We've got plenty of leather still left over. These were all the bows. There's still plenty of bows here. And swords. We got a few swords hanging around. And that's got the accuracy, which we almost used. That's nice for when you're negative levels. You become kind of a little bit sort of inaccurate, or slightly spastic, I guess, in terms of your bowmanship, and it makes a big difference when you're trying to get the crystals, because you need a fair amount of accuracy to hit them. Otherwise, you just keep sending off arrows, and you can never tell where they're going to go exactly. Sometimes that works in your favor, but the last tower I did took me a long time, probably about 20 shots before I got it, even though I was pretty much on target. So yeah, this chest was pretty much full of arrows, so that gives you, at least 3/4 full of arrows, so it gives you an idea of how many arrows we went through. So let's jump in. Okay, so this is the end. So we started on a floating platform, and below where we wanted to go, so we didn't really, so anyway, we enderpearled across to start with, and actually enderpearls do quite a lot of damage. I didn't realize. I think in vanilla enderpearls damage you 1 heart or half a heart, I can't remember, but in MITE it seems to be like 3 hearts or something. Gotta make sure I don't stare at an enderman, okay? Don't let me do that. So I started digging up here thinking that would be a good way to get up, and I'll show you what that is like with this efficiency one, because endstone is actually pretty slow. When you've got a dragon flapping around, this is kind of like, takes a long time, and you don't have time on your side when you're being attacked by the dragon. So I kind of gave this up as a forget it. So we came back down here and went, okay, how can we get up? We can get up this way. So we ran up this side here and got to about here, and then I used some endstone to put this end bit here. This is still how it was, like we haven't improved this since we actually did the fight. And you can see this is where we ended up. It's a decent sized end. There's a fair number of towers. You can't see all of them, but there are certainly more around. And I don't know what that's doing missing. Oh yeah, that's right. That's where the egg teleported to, and we thought we could just dig underneath it to pop it, but in the end we used a piston and lever to do it. This tower over here was really problematic for me. I tried for a long time to get this one, and in fact I tried to tower up, and I got knocked off, and I in fact used a little bit of endstone to get all the way up, and I was only 2 away when he came along and knocked me off to my death, so that was pretty frustrating. Yeah. So, I mean, if you... almost looked at that enderman. Don't want to do that. If you've been to the end before and done the dragon fight, it's hard, but it's not that hard. It's more of a marathon than anything else. Look, there's still stuff here. Surprised by that. So you find that there's places where we've died, and bits of bows and things are everywhere. I mean, there's nothing really valuable in any of this. Like, I don't care about leather, and bows can be made pretty easily. So yeah, we have our portal to the end, and I won't spoil that for anyone who's never seen it. Now, something interesting is look at my hearts. I don't know if that's normal, but like it seems to me you start with 3 hearts when you come back from the end. I don't know why that is. I don't think I was on 3 hearts before, was I? Have to check the video to make sure of that, but there's that kind of is a bit weird to me. There's an enchanting table here as well. So let's get back to the base. I'll show you this in a more of a direct way, less of a meander. I can run there. Big men. So the end actually is potentially a useful place after the dragon's been killed as an XP farm. The XP farms we had, and I'll take you there, have all died. With this version, the spawners have a limited number of uses, and then they expire and turn into empty. I think I showed you this last time. Empty spawners, and that is the saddest thing to see. So yeah, we made this room and this crushing setup with all of these hoppers. We still have, more than a little bit of leather. So I'm not really worried about not having enough leather for now. String used to come from those spiders. We still have a fair amount and plenty of spiders' eyes. Let's catch a train there. But it's a bit sad not for them to... We kind of built our base around those spawners. And with them not operating, that's a bit sad. But what Nemec's been looking at is building got a few iron golems there. Building a different kind of farm, and actually I don't know what the latest is. Over here he's doing something. I'm really not sure what this is. Let's go down and have a look. Yeah, it's a mob spawning trap. I think these half slabs are to stop spiders from spawning down here. And there's multiple levels which get smaller and smaller until they should all pop down more or less here somewhere. I think that's kind of the plan. And this is the other side. I would not blame you for being disoriented. This is the other side of our main base. So we're here. I don't know if I've pointed it out, but this is the Nemec gate, as we've called it, which is basically 2 different kinds of fences. It's a wooden fence plus a stone fence. I think I mentioned it before, but it's just fantastic that you can sort of slide along. This is unusual, actually. Usually we have a long centerpiece and just one on either side. This is a bit inverted because it's long on either side and one centerpiece. But the idea is you sort of slide along and you get through, but nothing else can get through this. Everything else is trapped on whatever side they are on. So it's a very low resource gate, if you like. Just carry around a few fences, and it's particularly good if you are going through a mine shaft, because a lot of these things already exist. So you just got to put in the center one. So you carry around a bunch of stone fences, and you're good to go. You can create a secure section of the mine really, really easily. and that can save your life. Absolutely can in the mines. So yeah, let me show you also this mithril pickaxe and the enchanting, because if I come here, where is it? Here. I don't have the levels, but theoretically I could enchant it with 92 levels. And I guess that would give it a lot of enchantments. I'm not sure. I don't have 92 levels, and I think I'm unlikely. I keep doing that. I think I'm unlikely to get them. We have got a mithril pickaxe already, which is pretty good. Fortune and efficiency. And we've used that occasionally. You need it for solid blocks. I made these solid iron blocks at the back here before the iron golem nerf. And at one stage we were thinking of actually reclaiming those, because each one of those is 9 iron ingots. So a fair number. We still have plenty of iron, to be honest. There's a full chest here, a hopper, another full chest, a hopper, and that's about where it ends. Well, that's still quite a lot. And up here is of course the iron golem farm. We still can get some out of it. What are we up to here? What's in there? 14. So I'd probably, by killing all these guys, I'd end up with a stack or something like that. So it's enough to repair our iron tools if we're careful with them. If you're not careful, then you'll, go through all your iron. So in a way, the iron golem farm definitely still pays for itself, but not as quickly as it used to when they dropped ingots, that's for sure. But look, hey, this gold ingot dropped by the actual pigman. I'm amazed by that. Maybe we need a pigman farm somehow. So yeah, there's a few farms we can work on, and I do want to get some chocolate ice cream, and yeah, there's some other things to play around in this world. But I thought it would be worth just explaining the experience a little bit and showing you how we managed to get to the end and the fight with the dragon, and how that went. It's kind of, a lot of people are struggling with MITE, and certainly I have, believe me. It's not easy. It's not even remotely easy. It's very difficult. Particularly actually the first few nights, before you can get stable food supply or something, you're really living moment by moment, and you have to have a plan for every second of the day, and you have to get back to your base just as the sun is going down, and you have to be using your time very efficiently, and you have to be lucky, and you have to think creatively. Very hard. Once you get to the stage we're at here, where we've got a permanent base, we've got plenty of food, we've got these miniature farms with animals in them, you're never going to run out of food. We're secure in here. We're never going to get attacked. You can move on. It gets easier temporarily. But then you decide, okay, well, I need all these metals to take it to the next level, to dig deeper, to go, into the depths and mine a little bit perhaps, and build farms, like iron golem farms and buildings, and that takes a lot of resources, which you then have to accumulate. And there's always this tending of the farm, because you're hungry, and you never want to really run out. But in a way it's good too, because there's always something to do, and you tend to sort of chill out, do some little bit of mindless work like this while you're thinking of what you're going to do next. And don't underestimate the fear of exploration in the deep. Like, I've been in caves and things where I've totally kind of lost it, because my heart's been racing, because I've got to get rid of something here. Bit full. What can I put in there? Anyway, the point I'm making, I'm blabbing on here, is, it's it can be a very exciting game and frustrating game, but ultimately it's rewarding if you can win. So just a shout out to Nemec. Thanks again for he's the sort of, we've been playing this as a 2-player game really, and it does make a big difference to play with a friend or someone who can encourage you when things are down, or even there's a couple of times when I've fallen in ravines and all my good stuff is spewed out on the ground in the dark, and without someone else with some extra gear or with the courage to say let's go and get it, it all seems lost, and I probably would have rage quit about 5 times. So I definitely want to thank him for that, and we've managed to make this fairly amazing base, and all the sort of things we've managed to do here, I think are pretty crazy, particularly when you keep in mind what it was like when we first got here. So that's it for me. I don't know how many more of these episodes there'll be. There might be 1 or 2 more, or this might be it. I'm not sure yet. But thank you for watching. Leave a like or a comment, or subscribe if you like. And till next time. Bye for now.